Today we're back in Birmingham, and Birmingham is a growing city. One of the things that's happening is they are rebuilding our road system. They're adding ramps and preparing to tear down part of the I-59 that goes between the Civic Center and our Boutwell Auditorium and our Art Museum. Also, Birmingham's preparing for the World Games in 2021. So there's a lot of things going on here. We're going to go up to Red Mountain today and take a look at Vulcan. The symbol of our city, Vulcan Park and Museum, is atop Red Mountain. And take a look at the city from Vulcan Park and Museum. This is the statue of Vulcan. He was created in 1904 for the St. Louis World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri. When you come to Vulcan, there's a nice walk. So if you wanted something to do during your lunch hour or when you come visit, it's a beautiful walk to come up here and see the view of the city. And you can look to see the Iron Man that's on top of his pedestal. And you can see traffic down on 20th Street that is right below Red Mountain. This is a cut that goes through Red Mountain, and there used to be a train trestle. You can see the trestle that I was talking about that reached from this side of the mountain to that side, and it was right here. You can see over there. There's a very long history in Birmingham of iron ore and making iron in the city of Birmingham, and that's what Vulcan's all about, and that's what the history of Birmingham's all about. You can see this picture of the Mineral Railroad that used to be looped all over Birmingham, and here we are here. You can see Red Mountain here, Birmingham, and how the railroad tracks, the railroads ran all over Birmingham and out to Bessemer. This is the view of Birmingham from Red Mountain. Jones Valley is what Birmingham was originally known as, and some people still call it Jones Valley because it is Jones Valley. They're doing a lot of construction up here. This is called the Vulcan Trail. They're building waterfalls over here, and there'll be a place where you can come park and walk out a trail that follows along the mountain, along that route. That is Sloss Furnaces. It's one of the last remaining furnaces that still stand. There's one out in Inslee. There are also pipes, the smokestack pipes that stand around in Birmingham, but that's the only steel mill left standing that's here in Birmingham, and it's a historic place. There is St. Vincent's Hospital. This is Ramsey High School. That is the uptown area, and there's a place called Top Golf that's being built in that area. Place to go eat and have a good time. Birmingham statue of Vulcan was built for the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair, and the sculptor who created him was Giuseppe Moretti. Moretti made a big mark in the history of Alabama because he purchased Gant's Quarry in Sylacauga and began mining marble from there. So he helped Birmingham business. And in 1926, after many different homes, Vulcan became perched on top of a pedestal here on top of Red Mountain. He had a recent 100-year renovation in 2004 to celebrate his centennial. And this is where he resides today. On the ground in front of Vulcan Park and Museum Visitor Center, you can see the map of how the different foundries were here in Birmingham. Lawler Foundry, O'Neill, U.S. Pipe, Sloss Furnaces that we looked at from the distance, McWayne Pipe, Hardy Tines, Trinity, Drum and Coal, then as you went out to the Inslee area and the Fairfield area, you had U.S. Steel, Fairfield Works, which is still there today. Here is the original entrance to Vulcan, to go up in Vulcan to the observation deck before the elevator was put in. I will take you up here a bit, but I am not going all the way. Original doors to come in. These LED lights are being installed all around the base of Vulcan to light him up. This renovation happened for the centennial of Vulcan in 2004. Before that, it was a concrete structure, but now it's been put back to the original WPA work that it looked like in 1926, 1928. Today we're going to go up in Vulcan. Of course, they're working with the lights, but we're going to go ahead and go up.
Ready to head on up?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you. And you can do elevator. I'll call that down. Then we do have stairs option going up or down.
Oh, no.
As well. Okay. And there's that back.
And here we are, we're at the top. This fella here is walking back down. He's been walking up and down several times. He must do this for exercise. You can see down to the ground. We'll come up, look out and take a look around. And look down here. This is behind Vulcan where we stepped off the elevator. That's Homewood. Can understand why Birmingham's called the Tree City. This is the other side of Red Mountain, and that trestle we were talking about is right down there. The shadow of Vulcan, you can see. 20th Street. Here is 5 Points South. Sloss furnaces. Here's the city center, business section. This is South Side. Here's South Side. That is the interstate they're going to tear down that runs through Birmingham. And that is the construction that we passed by when we first came in. Birmingham is a medical town with UAB Hospital and the University of Alabama here on South Side. That's UAB Hospital right there. This is the UAB Hospital area, Veterans Administration. And then here's the Children's Hospital again. Yeah. So you can see as we look up the pedestal here, we can't quite get to Vulcan, but there he is, and there's his hands. If you wanted to take the stairs, you could enter here. Let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. This is what it looks like at the top. Vulcan would be above us, and if you wanted to take the stairs down, you could. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to take the elevator. There's the access ladder to go up to Vulcan. Also, Vulcan is very controversial because he has an unclothed backside that faces Homewood. So we go into the center here at Vulcan. They have exhibitions of the history of Birmingham and the history of Vulcan. They have a nice gift shop. Hello. But we won't go through the exhibit today. We'll leave that for you to come see for yourself. Join us again. We'll see you next time on Life in Bama.